So did they take their models and throw them in a toilet, smash them into little pieces, flush them, and then try to shake your hand?
Hey everybody, welcome to the Lord of the Realms podcast. Me, the Demon Prince of Red, and Eric D. We talk about what we've been going on. I talk about my games. We talk about the meta, what's going to happen for the General's Handbook, what we'd like to see. And then we just do a bunch of bullshit and hope y'all enjoy. Like us on Facebook. Also, we have a Patreon. We'll be doing a giveaway soon. Probably going to be the Hedonettes of Slanesh. So look forward to that. It's only $1 to sign up and get you an entry into winning. Enjoy.
Bam here from the Flying Monkeys Wargaming Podcast. I want you to head over to www.flyingmonkeycon.com. We are Kansas and Wichita's biggest wargaming event. We have Warhammer 40K, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Infinity, Star Wars X-Wing. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. We have even added a Warhammer 40K friendly this year for players that are inclined to go that way. We have a room block available. With your room block, you get free booze and free food. Can't beat that. Not a lot of cons offer such a thing. So get your tickets soon. Head on over to www.flyingmonkeycon.com. It happens June 21st to the 23rd, 2019, right here in Wichita, Kansas. Hopefully Dunkalicious, Matt, and myself will see you there. Tickets are selling fast, so if you want the higher tiered swag bags, get on it. And don't forget, we have a Horus Heresy narrative event. Great feedback from it last year. We're looking forward to having it this year. Dave runs a great event. See you guys soon. www.flyingmonkeycon.com.
Get your tickets to Age of Sigmar at Flying Monkey Con.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. We got Ben, the Demon Prince of Brad Cornelius.
Here I am.
And we have Eric D.
What's up?
Ooh, he's all sweet.
I feel like you're trying to arouse me.
That's his normal voice.
Well, like Yoda said, do or do not. There is no try.
I feel like you are doing very well in my tingly parts.
So you're up to, Ben? You weren't on the last episode. We missed you.
I know, you guys didn't want me to talk to people.
There's just too much raining.
Had John Napicon, were you afraid I was going to hurt his feelings?
Yeah. He mentioned that, you were pretty abrasive and he was sad about it. What have you been working on, man?
Yeah, Ben's the most abrasive person on the planet.
Am I? Am I the most abrasive person? I feel like I'm a nice guy. People like me. I make people laugh. And then I talk shit about them a lot. But it brings them across state lines. So, I figure if you talk shit about someone enough, then at least then they come and hang out with you. That's how I build a relationship. What have I been doing? What have I been doing? Oh, I bought a bunch of Reavers. I bought 80 Blood Reavers because I want to try out a list. Now, I can't just playtest shit.
Right.
I was thinking that. I was like, I've started painting all these Reavers, and I haven't even played this list yet. And I was like, I'm so fucking stupid. I should just playtest a few lists and then buy models. But instead, I'm like, getting a good chunk of it.
Buy all the models.
Primed, yeah. And then sell them all off, and then buy new models. But no, I got a killer deal on these Reavers, so pretty stoked to see how this goes. I'm going to try out the old MSU corn list and see how it does with that new book.
Nice.
So, summoning and just screen upon screen and keep getting through my screens because I have enough for every round. We'll see how it goes.
Nice. Eric, what you been working on, man?
Theoretically, I'm still working on Skaven. But I'm actually, right this moment, working on a commission and another commission and Man, I can't wait to actually work on my own stuff.
Right.
How's that gloom spike coming?
Yeah.
That's what he says every episode. Yeah.
They're built and primed.
Nice.
So there's that.
Yeah, that's something.
I primed all mine and painted it in a day. All but the bases.
Yeah. I
In
saw.
your faces. It was all
The-
white.
It was real good.
Your flesh eater quartz?
Yeah, it was just like I said before. I'm just putting some paint on them and calling it good. I'm gonna spend a bunch of time on them.
Motherfucker, if you're gonna smash people's face in with the hottest shit, you need to paint them.
Maybe then there'll be more hot shit. Then I'll have to paint that too. Come on now. So I guess I'll talk about. I went to the Charles RTT he had last weekend. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, the one he ran on Easter weekend.
Yep. Was it Easter? Yeah,
You
it
can
was
always-
Easter weekend.
Yeah, you can always tell the motherfuckers without kids running some
Yeah,
shit.
Right. I got lucky and was able to go, so the wife was feeling all right. But yeah, I walked in and instantly started talking shit. So it was a good day.
How'd that
My
go for
fir-
you?
It was really good, actually. I think I irritated Drew, but we'll get into that. So first round, I called out Drew. I was told that Charles was gonna play him first, so I challenged him. But it wound up we were playing first anyway, so it worked out. But my first game, it was against, he brought Nagash and some skeletons and
Nice.
Yeah, he did.
Reapers. Yeah, it's like he's wanting to beat that flesh eater court army real bad. But the
Will
mission
that
we're
do it?
playing-
Will Nagash do it?
It did it. Yeah. I mean, I think I
Okay.
could have got him if I hadn't have got a bunch of rules that I could have done to change the tide. It was the first time ever playing flesh eater
Yeah,
courts.
it turns out when you use the rules that your
Okay.
army gets, you
Here's what I-
actually do better than
What
not.
I meant by that question was, will Nagash beat someone who's played flesh eater courts, like who actually knows how the army works?
Possibly. I doubt it because flesh eater courts is just so fast. I had an 18-inch movement on all my terror guys.
Nice.
So I mean, they had some movement.
Yeah. So what's your list?
They're nasty.
I took. Let me pull it up right quick. I can tell y'all. I took Blister Skin, which is probably my favorite. Whatever they call it, charnel host or whatever. Do. Come on, Azir, you can do it. So I took Blister Skin, like I said. I took the Dead Watch Battalion, which is a Crypt Infernal Courtier, and 3 units of Crypt Flayers, 3 each, 2 Aberrant Ghoul Kings, and 2 Aberrant Arc Regents, and Chromatic Cogs. So basically, I had one Terrorgeist had a 4-up mortal save, which is what was it? The Ignac Scales from Aquashe. So the other one had the one you had to take.
Aquashe.
What did I say?
That's what you
Aquashe.
said. You
People
said
say Aquashe, is it?
Aquashe.
I
Yeah,
like
Aquashe.
Aquashe.
In your face.
It's like Aquafresh. Aquafresh. Aquashe. It's like
In
the
your face.
water fire realm.
Mm-hmm. That's
Go
what I
on.
call it. All my
Wait,
stuff
so-
is blue, so it works out. But then I had to take one artifact because of the blister skin, which kind of gave me a 6-inch bubble of -1 to hit for range, which came in handy later on. But I loaded all the casters up with Fertile Blades and Stoke Rage, Blood Feast. But it was actually a pretty good list. They have a lot of cool. The army has a ton of options. That's what I like about it. It's basically it's kind of like the old Zinch list where you just pick up units and just move them wherever you want on the field, which is pretty much what I forgot to do against Drew. We're playing, what was that, Battle for the Pass, where there's one worth 4, the sides are worth 2, and then yours is worth 1. And I went first in all my games because no one I played against took any battalions.
Mm.
But I was able to get those objectives first, and I scored pretty good. I jumped ahead a little bit, but I think the real killer was I think I was really kind of overzealous with my Terrorgeist. I charged them up like first thing always, you know, because they do a really good job. I didn't realize how good of a job they did until I started using them. Round like round 2, I charged Drew's 40 block of skeletons.
Yeah.
I completely whiffed my first round of combat with a Ghoul King on Terrorgeist. Like I failed all of them. But then I said, okay, I'll use this command point here to attack again. And then I wound up doing somewhere around like 18 mortal wounds and a bunch of other wounds because I rolled 2 6s on the bite, and then I took the thing where you can re-roll the bite attacks, and I got another 6. So it's like 18 mortals all of a sudden. So it went from like botching completely to killing almost the skeletons. So that was I think he had the face on for a little bit there. But then he turned around and handed dusted one of my Terrorgeists, and then Dance Macabre a bunch of skeletons over to double attack the other one and killed it like turn 2. Like I said, I was overconfident with my Terrorgeist. But I think what I could have done, because I got Cogs off with a gash. They rolled like a 1 and a 2 to try to stop me. So what I could have done was picked up both Terrorgeists and put them right behind a gash and had a 7-inch charge for both of them. I could have double charged a gash with 2 Terrorgeists, which I didn't do. So that's probably my downfall turn 1. But yeah, I wound up losing pretty hard. So, but then I played Charles, which was his ringer list turn 2, which is what he played at Iron Realms.
And, yeah, which is his flying monkey list, right?
Yeah, he really had the face on that one because I don't think I lost a single unit playing the whole time. Because like it was the one where you had to put all your models on the board.
Turn 1. Yeah.
So
that one's a bitch.
Yeah, you couldn't drop any ballistas in to shoot at me. But yeah,
which is that's like the trick of his list, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
What else does he have? 20 sequitors or something?
Yeah, 20 sequitors, a unit of 10 evocators, and a bunch of ballista adjudicators.
They were just all sitting there, moving 5 there. Or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, most of my stuff had a +4 movement with the cogs. And I was able to charge everything turn 1 and just eat it up.
Those you sent that picture, and all of your things, all of his things were in combat.
Turn 1, guys. So, but that one, yeah, I won that one, full points, killed everything. So then my third game was probably the most fun game. I played Kenny Trosper with his, what are they, the Zangors?
Yeah.
But he had I think he runs 2 units of 30 Zangors.
Yeah, that's what he's been playing with.
And I got first turn again. I did the same thing I did before. We just ran everything across the board, charged at turn 1. There's 1 unit of 30 with 1 Terrorgeist and 1 with the other, plus my block of Dead Watch. Which, the weird thing about it, I forgot to do my Dead Watch battalion rule, which is once per hero phase, I can let him pile an attack once, 1 unit. I didn't do that the whole tournament. So there's tons of rules I forgot. But what was cool is I killed 1 unit down to 12 models out of the 30. I didn't realize that the flayers were that good, so I should have charged flayers on 1 unit and then my 2 Terrorgeists on the other. So turn 1, he pretty much turned around and took out both Terrorgeists with 1 unit of Zangors. But I was feeling pretty defeated then. I was like, man, this is... I'll see his turn 2. He double turned me and got on turn 2. So that really was real over and took all my objectives that next turn. I think by the end of turn 2, he had 11 points to my 4, I believe. And then, but the thing about it is he burnt all my objectives, and I still had control of 1 of his. And he had moved his Gaunt Summoner off of a objective where I could throw my unit over there. And then he had what was it? Shaman on another one. which I just kind of ran off of it, and I just screamed it off the field, and I was able to capture all 3 of his objectives end of turn 2. But then I only burnt 2 of them, scored 10 points, and all I had to do was sit on 1 for 1 more turn to win the game. And that's pretty much what happened. Like, I'm glad I stuck with it, because I was pretty much almost about to call it.
Yeah.
Until he burnt all of my objectives. He should have kept them, because I could have got to 1 or maybe 2 the next round, but I wouldn't be able to burn all of his. So he could have potentially still won if he hadn't burned all my objectives so soon.
Right.
But I wound up winning that and killing everything off the table somehow with just the Dead Watch Battalion, which is really nice. Which I'll probably run this list again, because it's really fun.
What does that battalion do again?
It's basically you take the courtier and 3 units, and once per hero phase, you can pick 1 unit to fight again in the hero phase. And there's 17 attacks. With when you roll a 6, it's a mortal plus damage. So I get to roll those mortals into wounds possibly. Their damage output is amazing. And plus all of his Zangors were leadership 6, so I was screaming the shit out of him. But I wound up getting 2nd place and beating Drew by less than 100 points.
Oh my gosh.
He was extremely salty. and I rubbed it in.
Well done.
I was like, I earned this. When I really didn't, because I was playing a broken army.
Oh, and you played the ringer.
Yeah, and I played the ringer.
So you lost 1 game. You were given the 2nd game.
Uh-huh.
And so really you only won 1 game and you got 2nd place.
Pretty much.
Good tournament.
It was a good tournament. But I think Drew's
solid
down.
showing for the monkeys.
I was watching Drew's game against he was playing Seraphon turn 2.
Hmm.
And he just didn't have enough units to deal with the teleporting around and summoning. So
Yeah, Seraphon.
I
don't kill a lot, but man,
yeah,
fucking
they're annoying.
skinks suck.
Mm-hmm. I think he would have stuck with his original list. He would have done a lot better.
Oh yeah, he'd had more units to control with.
Mm-hmm.
Who won the Fire Slayer guy?
Yeah, Ryan, who was at the
Ryan
Iron Realms. Yep.
Yeah, I like that dude.
He was running the new book, so everything had double the wounds.
Oh my god.
So that.
Oh, he let him run that new book? It just came out that day, right?
Yeah, sure did. He's like, as long as you have the book. It's like, yep, I do.
Nice.
So I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fun. Dude, that new book is gross.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are going to get caught slipping on it too, because they don't know, who plays Fire Slayers around here.
Right. Yeah, and he was talking about how that they got a huge nerf, even though they got 2 wounds, they went up in price, but price per wounds was only was it 2 or 4 points a model more than it was before? Which really isn't that much. It's really, you get an extra wound.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the book does. We'll have to dive into it and do a strategy thing on it.
Yeah.
So kind of want to talk about the meta right now. What do you guys think?
The meta?
The meta right now.
What is the meta right now?
Terror guys, Skaven.
Yeah. When does General's Handbook come out? June?
Usually around June, yeah.
Yeah, so we're pretty close. So I'm guessing any battle tome like Fire Slayers on probably won't be touched much points wise.
You don't think? I think Flesh Eater Courts is too new too. If it comes out in June.
Yeah, you don't think they're gonna see what's going on with it? And I don't know. I guess the book's already probably printed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
I mean, because the only nerf that Flesh Eater Courts really got was you can't use the Terrorgeist heroes to summon units with the throne. So that's the only real nerf I saw from the book, which I learned from Drew, who told me how to play. Like, hey, this is how this works. Like, oh, really? Okay, I believe you, because I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, had my book open, like, hey, this does this, this does this. So I was extremely new at it. But I got done. Most of my games were done with like an hour and a half to spare.
Well, you only had 10 models.
Yeah, that summoned, another 10 models.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, I think Skaven's the strongest book out right now. I mean, I know Flesh Eater Courts is super strong, but we haven't seen the true power of what Skaven's going to do yet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
At a large tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see a lot of Plague Monk lists with like 1 billion Plague Monks.
Yeah, how about that 160 Plague Monks? It got like second place at Wet Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems just like a pain in the fucking ass to fight against.
Right. Well, the main list.
And play with.
Yeah.
And
right. Play with.
Wonder how far he got in his games. That's what I want to know.
I know. Where's the nitty gritty data? We need to know like what round these games ended.
Mm-hmm. Because at our tournament. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm ready for the General's Handbook for sure to kind of get that change coming in there.
Well, and I wonder if they're going to change any master play rules, in general. Like, I don't know even what they would change at this point. I feel like it's running smooth as it ever has.
Gotcha. What did you feel about the community review? The little survey deal?
Oh, I didn't fill it out.
Well, they had a bunch of questions in there about like turn order and rolling for first turn, like what people thought about it. So I'm not sure if they're gonna.
Yeah, I remember that survey.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it'd be weird if they put in like beta rules like 40K and be like, try this rule out, and then everyone just adopts it.
I fucking hope not.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so tired of fucking people complaining about priority roll. It's just beating a goddamn dead horse at this point.
Right.
I just, I mean, maybe a roll to go first would be different, but I don't know if it's necessary. I saw someone made a really good point on one of the things, because, fucking AOS Fan Network is the most annoying page in the world. It's like, hey, do you hate this thing? So do I. And then everyone fucking comments on it. But it's like something about like priority, and they're like, it's unbalanced and it makes the game terrible. It makes it swing too much. And then a guy was like, well, if that's true, then why is it always the same guys at the top? Like, you look at the top 10 in the ITC, and it's if that was true and it swung the game that much, then why are these same 10 guys winning a lot? And you guys
because they're fucking trash and they're trying to blame anything but themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's just
real talk from Eric.
Yeah. I mean, I don't lose games because of priority unless it was like because I made a mistake and put myself too far out there, not thinking that someone could roll better than me.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I usually play I don't expect I'm gonna get a double turn, like hardly ever. I play, and if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Like,
I only play for the double turn. Like, I only play to try and get the double turn if it's a situation where I need it to be able to pull out ahead. Otherwise, I play as if I'm going to be double turned.
Yeah. Right. Which is smart. Yeah. So, I mean, I like the double turn. I think the only thing I don't like is the battalion, like one-drop battalion stuff. But most of them are going away anyway. So, I mean, it doesn't quite bother me anymore as like it used to.
Yeah, I mean, the average now is like 5-6 drops.
Yeah, which is what I took. I had 5 drops in my army.
Right. It's really hard to get less than that. Except with, there's some armies that can still do it, but they're not the ones.
Yeah. I mean, I think Beast of Chaos can. Iron Jaws can with that one list. That's pretty good. And I think Gloomspite has 1 or 2 maybe that can still do it.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
Can Skaven do it? I didn't really remember there were battalions that well.
Didn't seem like there was ones that were.
They can do it, but should they do it? No.
Well, and none of these that you've mentioned are GT winning. lists or that I've seen. I mean, and I think a lot. I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's so hard in AOS because it's like a good general gets behind a list that doesn't make any sense to us.
Yeah, right.
So to have to play for that very last thing would be real difficult. The only thing that, I mean, I don't see how I wouldn't. My Ideneth army should auto win that mission though. It's like, stop me. Okay, I'm gonna put all my heroes in the sea, and then I'm just gonna pop up in your very back. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, even then you got to watch out because then what if they had more units than you, and then they're on your side, and then you have to fight them on your side. You won't get to score points at the end.
That list has 12 units in it.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know. I just don't. That was my only thought when watching that being played was like, man, I would just fucking smoke this mission. Because whatever I want dead, I come in at the very end and I just fucking kill it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I like that it scored at the end. I think I think those are the kinds of things, the missions, new missions, different kinds of missions would shift the meta completely. And then
yeah. And like I think John was the only one that really read the mission pack, and maybe Chad. Everyone else came in and was like, "What is this? This is a weird mission." I'm like, well, read the pack. Ask me questions.
Well, and the guys at the store haven't been to enough GTs to like think to do that, or that was their first one, I think. Most of them. So, but guys who have been going to tournaments a long time know to read the shit, even though a lot of people don't read the fucking pack.
Yeah, right.
It's showing up, and
that same pack pretty much is going to be at Flying Monkey.
Right.
Yep. How you gonna do like secondaries?
Will you please rewrite the?
Nah, leave it. All those spellings and everything in there, man.
I'm gonna edit it first of all.
Come on, guy.
And then the secondaries, I think I'm just gonna do the secondary cards like Charles made that one time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna make a set for everyone and then do it that way.
Nice. I think it'll be fun. I'd like to play that one mission that y'all talking about. It looked like a lot of fun. So, but yeah, and I'm excited to see your guys' pack for sure.
More hidden gems, like missions like that. It's funny. I'm playing in this league. I guess that's another thing that I'm doing is the Oklahoma City area. If you're not in the Escalation League, there's I think 20 something people signed up playing, but we're at 750 right now. And so, but one of my games, I brought 3 skull cannons for my first 3 games, and just got my ass fucking handed to me against Chase and his fucking mutant rats. He just wiped me off the table. He was like, "Man, you're gonna shoot me off the table." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm gonna roll fucking ones and miss, and then you're gonna charge me and kill me." And then that's exactly what happened. But those fucking Clan Molder rats, the big ones, are real fucking mean.
The abominations or the rat ogres?
The rat ogres.
Oh, yeah.
He had 2 units of 3 of those, and they just fucking chewed up some shit. Anyway, but the second guy I played was another corn guy, so we played a corn mission out of the book, and that was a surprisingly fun mission. Nice. Because I have not played anything but like 2,000 point lists and just the competitive mission, the match play missions. So we played the one where you have the skull altar in the middle of the table, and then the attacker has to try to destroy this skull altar, so it gives it a wound characteristic.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it was fun because I had to keep him away from it, and then trying to screen him off, and it came down to the very end, and he finally killed it. But it was I was like, oh, this is interesting how, because I haven't played any sort of I haven't had to play missions like that, so I would like to see some new shit.
Yeah. What I always thought about doing was trying to find all the missions where it's like, Iron Jaws versus this army or this army versus that, and like get a list of them, and then like round 1 make people play the narrative mission for their armies playing together. I always thought that'd be really cool.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That would take
a lot of work.
some planning.
That would take a lot of work and planning. Yeah.
It wouldn't take much for like a little RT, you know.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, what are you gonna have? You have 12 to 20 people, so you just need 10 of them. But if you just had all of them, then some people might be playing the same mission, but
right.
Just be cool, a little setup on round one. That'd be cool. I love that you did the malign sorcery missions, because I don't think anyone would think to look there,
Yeah, right.
Because we do. It's just so easy to run a tournament exactly like just find one, or just like pick 6, pick 3, pick 5 missions.
Yeah,
from the books, and it's just easy. I mean,
I wanted missions nobody's played before for sure.
Right.
You always trying to challenge. It's about generalship. You got to challenge yourself. So, but yeah, I lost train of thought there.
So, man, yeah, that's about it, guys. All right, well, fuck it.
Hey, yeah, well, yeah, bye, everybody. Eric, you know what missions you're gonna run at Flying Monkey?
Not at all.
Dude, you only got like 2 months left.
I know. How many people are signed up?
Plenty of time.
All right.
No, like I said, I'm actually probably going to run the same missions that we had at Iron Realms. Like I said, same packet.
Nice. Well, that'd be pretty cool.
Because I'm gonna edit it. I might shoot some ideas your way about maybe replacing one or two, but because I'd like us to have just a unified packet that we can just be like, up, time for a tournament, boom, packet.
Right. I think all the people really like the last mission, and people didn't like the kill points, even though it really didn't matter.
Yeah, the kill points didn't matter. Yeah. I mean, I heard the Everchosen guys talking about the kill points. And I mean, I totally fucking agree about kill points, but that's why we made it not matter. Like the whole time during the tournament, especially like top tables, I was like, yeah, go ahead and turn it in just in fucking case. Like if it comes down to that, it sucks. But like middle tables, I was just like, yeah, I don't even care. It's not going to affect you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it does. Does it really matter if you're tied for 10th or you're 11th?
I would like to come up with more secondaries though, where you couldn't run them more than once.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing. I didn't want to restrict people too much on the secondaries, but also I didn't want to.
Well, and you already had the other secondaries too.
Yeah, the little tertiaries.
Yeah. So that's you get into too many, and my brain starts hurting.
Mm-hmm. I try to make the tertiaries really easy, like kill 2 units in the same turn.
Right.
Some you can go back and be like, oh yeah, I did that. Remember this? And then go, oh yeah. Let's go ahead and score your points. So
right.
That was the kind of the plan there. So, but yeah, I talked to a friend of mine to go to Flying Monkey this year, so I'm pretty excited for that. He's playing another newbie Night Hunt player.
Dude, all the noobs.
Through.
All the noobs jump into Night Hunt.
Yeah, Night Hunt's pretty good. They're kind of. I need some points changes for sure to be competitive again. I think the only thing that's really good is Reapers and Blade guys.
They've always been good.
Yeah, they're just fucking solid units.
Maybe I'm talking about playing my Flesh Eater courts. They'll do really good.
Do we have a number on how many are signed up so far?
I could check if I remember the Flying Monkey password for this thing. Hold on.
I could just look it up on my VCP. I'm supposed to go.
You better go.
I'm trying. I'm trying real hard. I don't have a choice. I'm trying.
It's your last tournament before you leave. You have to go.
As long as Anissa's doesn't have a baby that weekend, I'm good.
Well, it's after that, isn't
it? Tell her to fucking hold it.
Well, yeah, but you don't. There's 26 signed up so far. Hold it. Just hold it this weekend. I'll be back Sunday night. Man.
Yeah, you got quite a few people in here. A bunch of people I haven't seen before. So, Should be fun. Yeah.
Should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to hang out with you fuckers for a weekend. If you're not signed up, get your ass signed up.
Yeah, serious. Sign up for Flying Monkey Con. It's going to be a blast. And the venue is, I think, the best tournament venue I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sign up as soon as you can on these like GTs that you want to go to, because the sooner people sign up, the sooner other people sign up, because they're like, oh fuck, I better sign up for this. It gets, the earlier you get in, that's better for the TOs as well, so they can plan ahead of time, get terrain ready, all that bullshit. Because there's always drops at the last minute anyway at every tournament.
Yeah, we hate that. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm. So let's try to get this a big one, 40 people. That was just a major. But anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about? Kind of ran through what we wanted to talk about really fast.
Yeah, we
kind of did.
So we're gonna start having episodes every week. So we might have long episodes, short episodes. Definitely next week we're going to do Fire Slayers. We're gonna do strategies, not necessarily reading out of the book. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell about Flying Monkey Con, Eric?
I'll try and make sure that Nick is not the one reading, because that's just a bad time for everyone.
Whatever. Everyone loves my reading skills.
I enjoy it. I think it's what makes the podcast.
Yeah, so we got Ben's random noises in the background.
Mm-hmm.
We got my bad readings. We got Buck quiet in the corner. See, Buck could have been here this whole time.
He could have been here this whole
He
time.
might be here right now.
Just kidding, Buck. We love you.
He's here
And
in
then-
spirit.
And then we have Eric's random cursing and belligerence. So we all have something.
It's my cursing is not fucking random. It is
Steady as she goes.
steady as she goes. Hold the course.
That's good stuff. So yeah, tell me about Flying Monkey Con before we head out. I want people to know that. Get
Flying
signed up.
Monkey Con is a dope ass convention that we have been running for several years now. It's the largest wargaming event in Kansas, actually. It's June 21st to the 23rd. Get signed up. We're going to be playing the best game of all time, Age of Sigmar. There's also some other little game there. I forget what it's called. 40 Gay or something.
I think it's something like that. We'll have to look it up, find out what they're playing.
Yeah. But we have quite a few events right now. If people get signed up for, let's see, what do we got? Kings of War, Infinity, X-Wing. We got some Shadespire potentially. I think that's just a friendly event. I'm not sure. I forget.
Gotcha. When is the Shadespire? I know I had a couple people asking me if you guys are going to have it or not.
So Underworlds is, I believe, shit, I don't know.
I heard Friday night.
That's what I thought.
Charles was talking about running it.
See, that's what I thought was running it, but it doesn't actually say which day. But
That's
that
weird.
would make sense because it does say sign up, check in at 5 and 5:30. So that would be Friday.
Gotcha. Well, if my friend goes, I'll probably play in the Shadespire for sure because he's big on
Yeah.
Shadespire. So
Well, I believe it's Friday after like check-in and stuff. So
cool. Sounds good.
I'm excited.
yeah. Registration.
How much are tickets right now?
For Shadespire?
For Age of Sigmar and Shadespire.
Well, for Shadespire, I have no idea.
What about Kings of War? Are they free? Do you just take your models and dump them in the dumpster in the back? Is that how Kings of War is played? I thought just get salty about your square bases, and then you just throw them in the trash can.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure
it's in the toilet. You go into the bathroom, you put them in the toilet, you keep flushing until they go down.
Let's not knock their event. They can have fun with their busted ass Kmart fantasy.
I was thinking about going to the dollar store and getting a bunch of dinos and playing that game,
but
instead, I just took all my models and threw them in the toilet and plunged it until they went down.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. They had a Kings of War going on at the tournament last weekend.
Oh, did they?
Everyone got dirty lucks.
Keep on shitting on Kings of War. And I keep getting interrupted. Age of Sigmar is
at the store when they were playing it, or they flushing their models in a toilet and using their foot to crunch.
I don't know what's happened. I walked in because I walked in, checked out what was going on. I walked over. I was like, oh, Kings of War, and I just erased that shit from my mind.
Were they all standing around a table with like soaking wet shoes from the toilet that they had their foot in, and they're just jerking each other off and talking bad about Age of Sigmar?
Yes.
Saying, hey, look how good our game is.
Playing with some busted ass models.
Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Anyway, Age of Sigmar is $50, except sometime in May I think the price goes up to $55. So get your tier 1 and 2 and whatever the fuck tickets. Get better swag bags.
You get some shit. Last year's swag bags were cool.
But I actually don't know what Shadespire is off the top of my head. I think it's pretty low, like 10, 15, 20, something in there.
Sounds pretty high.
Shut your goddamn poor mouth.
That'd be fun. Shadespire would be fun.
Yeah.
I've played a game of Shadespire.
I played 2 or 3 with the same person.
I played a game by myself of Shadespire to figure out how it works. Solitaire Shadespire.
I have 4 Shadespire warbands.
So. Nice.
And I've only played like 2 or 3 times. So
I have 3.
Nice. I mean, it's a fun game.
I've painted a few Shadespire warbands.
It's a fun game. I enjoy it. It's a nice little pick-up Sigmar game, basically.
Yeah, it's fast. It's fun. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Good game. Solid. Wish there was more of a following. At least around here.
Right. So. Anything else, Eric? Let me keep interrupting you.
Buy your goddamn tickets.
Get your tickets to Age of Sigmar at Flying Monkey Con.
We just have a new ad. There it is.
Yep.
Saving
new
it.
Ad. Boom.
All right, guys, let's send it there.
Oh wait, there's one more. What? There's another tournament at Edmund Unplugged at the end of May, May 25th.
Ooh, I might be able to go to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I like their setup for the tournament. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So 1,500 point list. Well, 1,500 point games. You build a 2,000 point list, and you can switch out 500 points as a sidebar.
Like a sideboard.
Yeah, sideboard between games.
Yeah, and their secondary is based on how good you do in the mission, which was, I think, Mitch and Drew was explaining it to me like on the one where you burn the objectives, like if you burn 2 in the same turn, you get like some extra secondary points, or if you hold all yours all turn, you get a certain amount of secondary points. So all the secondaries are based on how good you do in the mission, which is, I think, was really smart.
Yeah,
it is smart. Look at these guys; they're so smart. These smarty pants.
They grow up so fast.
I know. I'm so proud of them running their own tournament.
Right. So look for that.
I guess I'll come down and win it.
Right. I'll come down and submarine everybody and get second.
Sneak out ahead.
It's my thing.
I'm gonna come and get DFL, and they better give me a prize like I've been handing out.
Yeah,
Probably not though.
I should have my 50 canaries by then built. So.
You know what I do have? I have a best overall Iron Realms plaque.
Nice.
So I should show that off. Tell everybody how good I am since I won Iron Realms best overall.
Mm-hmm. What kind of jerk left that behind?
So I don't know, someone who doesn't care took the money and ran.
Sure.
I don't need this trophy. I won the prize. That's what I heard him say. He'd love that, huh?
Right. All right, guys, let's call it there.
All right,
Good
see
game.
you, fuck boys.
Bye.
So did they take their models and throw them in a toilet, smash them into little pieces, flush them, circle jerk each other, and then try to shake your hand?
In that shit posting group, dude, they that fucking last image they posted about the Kings of War, it showed them all like looking mongoloid looking motherfuckers like shitting everywhere and
Yes.
oh,
I saw
man,
that.
so good.
Age of shit marker.
Burp, burp, burp. Do they know they're playing a fucking Kmart version of Warhammer Fantasy? They know that, right?
Dude, it's neckbeard fantasy is what it is.
Have you read the fucking lore bullshit in their little book? It is
No,
the most
They made their own.
generic
They made their own
garbage.
stories.
Yeah, it is garbage.
Dude, and then like they put a rule book out, and then somebody will bitch about it, and they'll put just another rule book out. Like it's all written by the community, and
And it changes daily, dude. The fucking the hilarious part is you ask them like, oh, they killed the world, the lore was so good, and then they come out with their bullshit lore, and it's like, shut the fuck up, you have nothing invested in the lore, you are actually retarded.
That's
Oh,
good.
Put that in the
Good
fucking
stuff.
episode.
It's
Nice.
the opener.
I probably will. I'll do
All
something.
right. Well, I'm gonna go airbrush some models.
Okay. Well, yeah, start looking at the Fire Slayers.
The Iron Slayers.
Start formulating lists and strategies and stuff. We'll talk about it.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll actually talk about something on the episode.
Right. Yeah, we're just bullshitting, hanging out. It's hard to have those episodes every time.
Cool.
So,
all right,
anyway.
dudes.
Y'all have a good one.
See ya.
See ya.